Hi, everyone. Welcome to my Stampin' Sip Live. This is Friday night, February 28th, and I am Michelle Solis. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Seekonk, Massachusetts. So tonight we were going to work with the Year of Flowers stamp set, and I'm going to pair it up with new set of dies that I got called Textured Notes dies. So let me show you the couple of cards that I made. Okay, so these are the cards that I put on Facebook to, hey Courtney, that I made as samples for this set. So the little set, it's really, really cute. It's called Year of Flowers, and it's got the monthly flowers for all the months. Now, there's been some complaining because some of these are not the traditional flowers that people are used to. So like for April, they've got Daisy here, which usually, that's my birth month, usually is Sweet Pea. But there are updated charts of birth flowers all the time. So we're just going to go with what they gave us. And they gave us, and I think February is usually violets, but I have seen a couple of charts that have February as an iris. So that's what they did. Either way, it's really pretty. So you get each month, and then you get some sentiments that say, hoping your day blooms with happiness. I couldn't have picked a better friend. I love that. Sending you a floral hug, and then just plain happy birthday. So I think that's a really lovely little set. The stamps look very small on the cover, and they aren't actually that much bigger when you open the stamp set. A little bit bigger. They're still kind of small, but they fit really nicely on the little sentiment piece that they give you. So the bundle has the dies. Hi, Maria. The bundle has the dies for each flower, and it also gives you this little label die, which is just a perfect size for all of those little flowers. And so the other thing that I think people might find confusing is trying to match up which die goes with which flower. So I've put them in order here, but what I noticed when I was doing that was that each die has a number on the back. I don't know if you can see that. It might be too small to see, but each die has a number. So this is number 1, which goes with January, and then there are 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've got them numbered, so you can match them up very easily with the flower that they go with. So there's like no guessing game there. And then they give you these nice little sprigs as well that you can use to coordinate. So that's what I used on this card. This is that beautiful textured, what's it called? Woven textures paper that I used on this card with a crumb cake background and a little crumb cake sentiment label there. And then I did the little sprigs with the label from the set, and then an additional little label from the Textured Notes dies that says Happy Birthday there. Okay, so that was that one. And then this one, very similar, except I didn't use the little sprigs. This one was hi Lorraine. This one was for February. And this one has layers again with the woven textures paper. And I used the dies on the background paper and then these 2 sentiment labels there. Okay, so those were 2 simple cards that I created. Let me show you the Textured Notes dies. I'm completely in love with these. So I really loved those Spotlight on Nature dies when they came out, and I am still in love with those. But those are circles. These are rectangles, basically. Oh, let me get them out of here. Sorry, I've got a bunch of stuff stuck in here. Okay, so this is them. They are just beautiful. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little rectangles, and then this one with, I'm just calling a sentiment label because it's super skinny and it's perfect for a long sentiment. So these are super pretty. What did I say? I had one out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is what they look like when they are cut out of paper. Oh, maybe I should have done them in something besides white. Let's look. So the largest one is, well, I have my paper upside down. One moment. The largest one is like 3 3/4 by almost 5 1/4. So that is a full card front almost, right? Will sit right on your card front, and you can put a mat behind it. And that gives you this nice little texture there. And then the next one down gives you this nice little texture. Really pretty. And then this one. Yeah, they're really pretty. Very subtle, but really classy looking. Hi, Sharon. And then this one. This is a repeat of one of the larger ones. And then these two. These are the two smallest ones. Very, very pretty. They are really nice on the front of a card. So let me show you a couple of the other cards that I made. Get these out of the way. And then we'll talk about the one that we're going to do tonight. So I did this one with the little flowers. So the you've got the dies for the little flowers. Of course, when you use the die for the flowers, hi, Julie. When you use the die for the flowers, it's going to cut the flower out without the little word there. So you can just use them as a floral on the front of your card. You can put them in together like a little bouquet, or you can space them out. So I did this one in all white, and I just used a blending pen and some ink to lightly color each flower there. So that's just a plain, just with the plain white background. Okay, and then these two were my favorites that I did. So I really liked the size of them, and I thought you could probably fit 12 of them on the front of a card. So I tried to do that. So I've got April at the top, through August in the middle, and then through December at the bottom. And then I just stamped those in Night of Navy because I did a Night of Navy background. And then I colored just the one flower, die cut that, and then popped it up on dimensionals to stand up for that month, for June. So what I did was I stamped it first so that I had the name of the month, June. And then I put the die cut flower right on top of the stamped flower. So you can't see the stamped flower, but you do still have the month there. And then just a little bow. And then this one, I did essentially the same thing, stamped all of them, but this time I used that little label that comes with the set and stamped my flower on the label, colored it, and then I popped up the whole label so it stands up from the card. You like those, Courtney? And then I just used some little fuchsia ribbon there to give it a little bit more interest. Yeah, I really like this set. I just had all these cards imagined when I first saw the little flowers. Okay, so tonight, I think what we're going to do is, I can't decide which one to do. I don't know whether we should do, maybe we'll just do this one. Let's do this one because I already have this label cut out. What I thought tonight was, let's do this more like a background. So I'm going to do this on Bubble Bath tonight. Oh, you can't even tell that that's Bubble Bath. It looks white, but this is actually Bubble Bath. Terrible lighting. We need to work on the lighting. So what we're going to do is stamp this in Bubble Bath on Bubble Bath so we get a monochromatic background. And then then I will stamp the flower in Bubble Bath on white and then die cut that. And I'm saying that, but then do I even have a piece of white cut out here? Hang on. Then we'll die cut that and pop it up like we did on that card. So here's a little piece of white. Okay, so we need our Bubble Bath ink, and we're going to need our stamps. So this is kind of a tedious process, but I found that if you do like 4 at a time, you do better. So we'll take out 4 blocks. The hardest part of this is figuring out taking them out of here. So we want January, here's February, and we want January, and we want March, and we want April. Okay, so we've got those. Okay, now the other thing we need to do is measure here so we get them lined up and not too close together. So this was, what did I say, 5 1/4. And so what I did was I measured it, I divided 5 1/4 by 3, and that came to 1.75. So 1 3/4. So we're going to take our ruler and we're going to measure 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, make a little line. And then that next measurement, another 1 3/4 would be 3 1/2. Make a little line there. And then I just, made a giant mark on my paper. Okay. I just lightly made a line. Let me line it up with my grid paper. Lightly made a line there. 1 3/4. And then let's line this up with my grid paper at 3 1/2. Just so that I will space them out properly. So we want 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. Okay. So where's January? Here's January. I haven't tried this yet, so we're experimenting here. So here's January. It's very light. I know you guys you probably can't even see it, but it's there. I should have picked a different color maybe. All right, February. And what I'm trying to do is just line up the bottom of the flower. You can't see it, I'm sorry. All right, let's see, March. I might have them too close together. Okay, and this is April. And April. All right, I'm going to hold it up again. Hopefully you guys can see that. Very light, but it's actually better in person. So there's your first 4. So then what I would do is take those off. Normally I would clean them, but I'm going to just sit them on the side and clean them when we get done here. Okay, so we're up to April. So then we need May. And, oh, that's not May. That's July, Michelle. Here's May. May. And we need June. And then we need August. I lost one. Here we go. Okay, so then we're going to do May, which is these really pretty little, like lily of the valley. May. And then June. It's like a mystery card. We can't see it. June. July. I don't know what July flowers, what these flowers are. I think June was a rose. August. I don't know what that is either. I'm going to have to get up on my flowers here. Okay. So then there's the next 4 on there. Does it look pink? Okay, good. All right, then we'll set those aside. The true test will come when I have to put them all back in, if I can get them in the right holes. All right, so let's see. We were up to August. So we've got September, October, November, and December. Okay. September. There we go. Then October, which is chrysanthemum, maybe? November. Looks like I don't know, a dahlia? Yeah, I'm really going to have to look these up so I know what I'm stamping here. And then December, I think this is a poinsettia. Okay, so then we've got all 12 of them on there. So hopefully you can see those. All right, so that was the plan for the background. And then we're going to stamp our flower again in bubble bath, but on a white piece. So I think this time, what did I do last time? I did the rose for June. I can't decide. Should I paint it? Let's paint it. All right, so let me stamp it in black. Get the black here. I was thinking I'd stamp it in bubble bath and just make it all monochromatic, but maybe we'll color it in. All right, so let's do July this time. Here's July. And I'm just going to clean off that pink real quick. And then, whoops, and then we will stamp it in black. I'm using Memento Black. Now, oops, if you were going to watercolor with water, you'd want to use StazOn, but I'm going to use my blending brush. There we go. And I'm going to use it with some bubble bath. So I'm going to squeeze my ink pad and get a little bit of color here in the tray. And then I'm going to use my blender pen. And I'm going to just pick up some of that color and color my flowers. So this is going to give it a really nice little watercolor look. And I don't want it to be super colorful. The paper is very light. So we'll just color the flowers. And then we have to choose a background. So while we're coloring, let me let you guys choose a background. I've lost them. One moment. Oh, here they are. Okay, so my color wheel tells me that I want to use either Old Olive or Mossy Meadow. So which one do you like better? You can't even see the pink. So hopefully. So this is Old Olive with it. And then the Mossy Meadow is a lot darker. You're not going to see a lot of the background, but those are the two colors that we've got to play with. So one is darker than the other. You guys decide, and then that will be the color of our leaves. So meantime, let's just finish our flowers here. And I'm not coloring them completely in. I'm leaving a little bit of white. Let me go down. I'm leaving a little bit of white in the very edge of the flower. We just want a cute little watercolor look in there. We'll just put some color into the little buds. All right. So what color do you think we should use? You like the Mossy Meadow, Lorraine? Okay. So pick someone's birthday and do their month. Yes. So, well, let me find my Mossy Meadow. Here's Mossy Meadow. So yes, I have so many birthdays all year long. So I can't go wrong picking any month really to do a birthday card. So to get the color off my blender pen, I'm just rolling the tip onto my grid paper and just waiting until it gets clear and there's no more of the pink. Then I can switch colors. This is the Mossy Meadow. Sorry, Courtney. I grabbed the Mossy Meadow first. And so we're just going to add a little bit of Mossy Meadow into the stem and the leaves. It's very small, but you just touch it a little bit and you get some color in there. Okay, then we're going to come right back up here and we're going to die cut that flower. So we're going to find the die for July. So July would be 7, month 7. Whoops, flip these guys over. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be this one. There's a number on the back of the die that coincides with the number of the month. So we're going to line that up. And I'm going to use a little piece of tape to hold that down. And then we're going to die cut that. And get our little flower. Okay, then we'll bring our card back in here. Now I have to erase my lines that I've made on my card before I get any further. So let's just erase the lines that I made. Okay, and then I can put that onto my mat. I don't know what I keep hitting here, but I keep getting this little menu pops up. Okay, so we'll get that centered in our mat, which is Mossy Meadow. And then I had a white card base somewhere, here it is, that we will put that on the front. Oops, try to get that centered up. There we go. Okay, so then we've got our little flower that will, maybe, can't pick it up, go on top of that flower with some dimensionals. Just think these are the sweetest things. You could make a Mother's Day card with these and do the months of the children. You could do an anniversary card for the month of somebody's anniversary. All right, and then I'm going to do this little sentiment. And we're going to do, let's do happy birthday again. So that happy birthday that I used for this card came from Simply Said, which is a stamp set, very simple stamp set that I seem to keep going back to because it's just got perfect sentiments. And it's got 2 fonts that will fit on just about any label. So I need a block. Okay. And I think I will do that in the Mossy Meadow to coordinate. Oh, I might have just messed that up. Oh, no. I thought I moved it, but I didn't. Okay, and then we're going to pop that up as well. Probably need some larger dimensionals for that. They have to go a certain way or they're going to overhang the edges there. Okay. And we're going to stick that right just over the end of that flower. Oh, I've got it. Don't have it lined up. 1 second. That's better, I think. Like that. And then we can do a little bit of twine and some bling. If I can find some bling. What bling are we doing on here? We could do green. I think that's garden green, though. I don't know if I have any pink. Oh, yeah. What's this? The tinsel gems. Those are going to be perfect. All right, let me find some twine. I don't know if I have any Mossy Meadow twine. This is, that's pretty good. Use this. I don't think this is Mossy Meadow, but I don't feel like it's too far off to be noticeable. So we'll make a tiny little bow. That might be too big. It's a very tiny little flower. Okay, there we go. And then I need some scissors. And a little dot. So these are still my favorites. Left over from my paper pumpkin kits. They're the tiniest little things, and they're awesome, especially for putting twine or ribbon on. So just take that paper off and get that little bow on there. Cute. All right, and then we've got, I have no idea what color these are. These are either Pretty in Pink or Bubble Bath. I'm not sure. Tinsel gems. I can't get them open. I can't believe I haven't even opened these yet. Oh no, I guess I did. I used some. I'm gonna use the pink. Okay. Where did I put my, oh, I put them on the ends here. Yes, let's do that. Cute. What do you think? Does it need more bling? Maybe some little ones. There we go. All right, so there's my little card tonight. Hopefully I will put this on Facebook, and hopefully it will show up a little bit brighter so that you can see it. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. All right, so that is the card for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed and maybe liked that stamp set. I love this stamp set. I'm making all kinds of birthday cards with this. I'm going to stock up my birthday cards because I'm already like in the hole when it comes to birthdays this year. I've missed a bunch and it's already March. Oh my goodness, I've got to get on the ball. All right, so here are the cards that we made with that set. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing those. All right, let's get out of here. Go back over here. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. I forgot to tell you to take a sip earlier. Hopefully you did it on your own. You know what to do. Anyway, everybody enjoy your weekend. I will see you back here again next week. And stay crafty, my friends.